Junta, building better Africa.
Honorable member, continue.
Madam Secretary Speaker, we had an experience in with these Panga boys in my constituency. They came and caused a lot of havoc.
Honorable member for Palombe South, order.
The absurdity of purchasing fertilizer in butcheries and pharmacies was yet another tragedy in this country. And not forgetting the $6.8 billion Bridging Foundation grant. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, considering the suffering endured by the people of Chua East constituency under the MCP regime, I feel deeply offended when some honorable members from the other side of the aisle praise the previous government and refer to their leader as a statesman. Well, that's the beauty of democracy. We can call whosoever and whatever, everything. But Madam Speaker, one does not become a statesman by merely conceding defeat. That is part of the electoral process in a democracy. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, you tell me, what kind of a statesman allows these trusted men and women to go on national television and call for press briefings every 2 hours while counting votes is underway and proclaim, we got this, we got this. Madam Secretary Speaker, you tell me, what kind of statesman will let Panga boys to cause havoc in the streets, hugging innocent demonstrators, hugging innocent teachers? We have experienced numerous tragedies during the past 5 years of MCP governance. While I will not dwell on the Chikandoa tragedy, but allow me to share some of the socio-economic tragedies we have seen and experienced. The annual allocation of 67 billion to state residences, which was exhausted within 6 months. That was a tragedy. The over 21 trillion debt that has led to increased poverty in this country. It was very unfortunate. The hunger crisis that has left many Malawians in dire need. It was another tragedy. Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Honorable members from my far left, can I hear the honorable member in silence? Thank you.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, we had an experience with these Panga boys in my constituency. They came and caused a lot of havoc prior to the elections. They removed flags of other parties and started beating up people.
Deputy Minister for Gender,
that
order.
Was undemocratic.
Deputy Minister for Gender, order please. Thank you.
That was undemocratic. Unfortunately, Madam Deputy Speaker, people at the Kate Trading Center reacted and it ended in tears. Such acts should never ever be tolerated in a democratic Malawi. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, in all seriousness and fairness, I have to tell you, I'm privileged that in my life, I have seen a real statesman in flesh and blood. And that statesman is none other than Professor Osati. And Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I'll tell you why. I'll just give you 2 reasons. First, in 2020, Professor Osati gave up a government that he won fairly and squarely for the sake of peace and for the sake of Mother Malawi and for the sake of Malawians. He didn't want the Malawi to bend down. Secondly, Madam Secretary Speaker, in 2024, Professor Osati stepped away from his comfortable life and his retirement at Beach House, leaving the beautiful waters of Lake Malawi, the beautiful sand of Lake Malawi, and aside the core of Malawians. So who were so determined and were tired of the MCP regime. And he accepted their call and he saved them from this regime. That is statesmanship. That is real statesmanship. Madam Secretary Speaker, let me comment on East Bank Road. Madam Secretary Speaker, the people of Chikwa East constituency are so grateful.
Honorable member for the Zagasina, please.
Madam Secretary Speaker, the people of Chikwa East constituency are so grateful to our dear President, Professor Osati for committing to continue the construction of the East Bank Road. which was initiated when the DPP was in power. This road, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, was neglected by the previous regime for the past 5 years, despite being mentioned in the SONA and included in the national budget. Their only achievement was renaming it to Gwanda.
You have 2 minutes to go, Honorable.
Just as they did with Ichipajabananga Road, which was renamed to Sidigmia Highway. However, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I wonder, how could they rename a road that they were not going to construct? By renaming the 2 roads, did they mean, by renaming these 2 roads, did they mean to honor these great sons of the valley or humiliate them? This was an embarrassment to the people of the Great Valley, considering what these great sons of the valley did for MCP. The late Right Honorable Sidik Mia spent his fortune to change the face of the party. He spent billions for the party. But Madam Second Deputy Speaker, what pains us the most is that during his burial, no cabinet minister or senior party official was present. To us, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, to us, the cause of his death knows, only God knows. But one thing is clear, we were robbed of a great son of the valley, who contributed significantly to the development of not only the Shire Valley, but Malawi as a whole. May his humble soul continue resting.
Order, honorable members.
On food security. On food security, Madam Speaker, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, one of the major challenges that the people of Chikwawa East constituency face is hunger. Although we experience hunger almost every year, the past 5 years have been particularly severe. For the first time in my life, I've seen the people in my constituency surviving on inyiga, potato peels, wild tubers, and nkaka. It was really terrible. I'm glad that our president, Professor Atabida Mutariga, has committed to providing free meals for the hunger-stricken Malawians, including the people of Chikwawa East constituency. We are so grateful to the president. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, every year, the Shire Valley experiences hunger due to unstable rainfall patterns. We either have too much rain, accompanied by floods, or too little rain, resulting in drought. The only way we can redeem ourselves from such challenges is to shift from relying on the rain-fed agriculture to irrigation farming. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, with the 5 billion constituency development fund, we are hoping to renovate and expand existing irrigation schemes and introduce solar-powered irrigation pumps to irrigate our land, which will help us combat hunger. In the same vein, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I appeal for a speedy execution of the Shire Valley Transportation Program, which will also benefit the people of Chikwawa East constituency. The project has progressed at a snail's pace for the past 5 years, and we are worried. The Shire Valley Transportation Project is a game changer for the people of the Shire Valley. Once completed, it will enable many households to achieve food security.
Club Junta, building better Africa.